Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Welcome back, all of you wonderful viewers watching on Facebook as we live stream out from our studio in Berlin. We're covering the remote stream, the beach stream here. ESL One Genting. Wagamam. Wonderful man. Happy to be here.
Radiant
We're taking us through the draft now as we get into our first best of 3.
Yes.
We're through with the best of 1s. We're into best of 3s now.
Yeah, everyone's excitement, not the least Kyle probably, as he's drafting here for Team Complexity. And we're going into the first battle that we have here, the night. So it is Complexity versus Dog, and the bans. Oh, so it's Rasta, Elder Titan, and Brew
5
being
seconds remaining.
Titan, a hero that Milan plays really well, and
Radiant team pick.
given over there. The other two are pretty self-explanatory bans, very common.
It's kind of cool seeing these specific ET bans against players.
Yeah. Well, ET has an incredible win rate as well. He's actually second, I believe, after Lycan in 5k+. plus. He does not have very high pick rate at all, but he is very, very strong actually as a hero. Just that few people are playing him. I'm not sure why so few people are doing it. If I was a position 4 player, I would definitely try it out more. But
I guess when you look at the other options, maybe you think it's easier to execute a Sand King or a Tusk, or if you're an Earth Spirit specialist, you're like, I play Earth
yeah,
Spirit.
that's true. I mean, if you have spent the number of hours needed, the hundreds or thousands number of hours needed to master your Earth Spirit play,
Yeah, exactly.
why change what's already there, If you're Crit or Jarex or something, I'm sure you don't need to expand your pool so much. And yeah, there are plenty of strong position 4 heroes. Going into this game, we're going to see something that we've seen before quite a bit. It is the Phantom Lancer, making his
First phase, PL. Sand King, Planet Dog responding with Bane and an Omni Knight, leaving their 4 role maybe open for the second phase. Defensive tools there, only going to be decently against the SK PL, at least for now. Magic damage, the Guardian Angel going to be nice up as well, especially if Fusel Blade did not move that from Omni.
It's funny how the PL Bane matchup happened. And also, it is one very interesting matchup. I mentioned earlier that the Enfeeble stays when you doppel walk away. It still shows that you're the real one, and you can't purge that. But there's also the fact that Bane is super bad against AoE, or against
Illusion.
Illusion. He can't deal with an army. So both of them kind of counter each other. Definitely.
AoE Brain Sap when?
No, that would be... I mean, bring in Lion with the AoE Hex. Got that as a... But...
I think it's 25.
I've only seen it once, so I think it's 25.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of that now, there was something that I'd only seen for the first time yesterday when I was playing my pubs last night. I had a Darkseer on my team, and he AoE surged, and I was like, holy...
Oh, yeah.
What?
That one is actually very achievable. That's level 20 talent, and it's very, very useful, actually.
Well, we had like
a smoke gang can be super fast.
I mean, we had like a Lycan who just ended his ulti, shapeshift ended, and then all of a sudden everything surged again, all of his creeps are running around.
Oh yeah, oh god. With Lycan, that's quite a... The entire zoo is running. Yeah, for Lion, it's a level 25 talent with 325 increased AoE. I like that it's AoE.
Plus AoE.
It's not that it gives 325, it's
10 seconds
bigger than 0.
Planet Dog taking their time on the second phase ban. So, like this for me, this ban here is like the most difficult part of the draft to like wrap your head around because there are just so many options. Get rid of the Chen, which seems pretty damn solid up against Z-Freak, both Enchantress and Chen taken out of the game.
So it was Complexity who played Omni Knight on Mu against the Razor of Eternal Envy earlier.
Yeah.
And this time, that's not going to be allowed
10
by Planet Dog as
seconds
they
remaining.
pick up the Omni, but second phase banning out Razor.
5 seconds remaining.
Sure that coL and the crew, they would love to do the same thing back to them, but not going to be available. There are still some heroes that are good against Omni. I mentioned one there, Monkey King.
Pick.
Yeah, still a decent hero if you want to play it. By no means a weak hero against Bane as well.
Pick.
Earth Spirit.
The early game can.
Rubik comes out. Freak for that one, most likely. It feels, when you pick a Rubik alongside a Sand King, that the Sand King moves into the off lane and is more likely to be a Mu hero.
10
It
seconds
feels like
remaining.
that, but
there's-
they've debated before.
Yeah,
They're
they've got the options.
5 seconds remaining.
debaters. But you could do it either way. Zipfreak definitely plays a
Dire
Rubik,
team
but
pick.
honestly, he plays a phenomenal everything. He is quite a god. He has quite a fan base as well. We'll see the way they want to play this. Undying.
But yeah, Undying now, I guess, kind of cements that.
Yeah. So now
you've got
now
your-
it is
10
Mu
seconds
Sank.
remaining.
And then this Phantom Lancer is still open
5
for middle
seconds
safe lane, so they've
remaining.
left themselves in a position now where their last pick could be pretty much any carry hero, any kind of 1 or 2 hero to go alongside them. Planet Dog come back now with a Gyro, the kind of age-old pick up against Undying, with a
Yep.
flak against Tombstone, the zombies, the
Super
PL
good.
illusions.
Yeah, it's super good pick here for them in so many ways. It's also very strong to have a repel gyro and defend them
10
in.
seconds
So hard to deal with.
remaining.
Like you said, the fact that you can just target down on the Tombstone
5
and still
seconds
flak
remaining.
everything else while doing that is really, really good. That's the kind of carry that you need against the.
Carry with a bit of teamfight wombo combo as well, right? They've got Earth Spirit and Gyro with a ton of magic
Oh, yeah.
damage. PL's illusions likely going to get cleared early to mid game until he gets some of those up and running.
Yeah,
He's
in
not
the
too
in the
careful.
early and mid game they have decent control. I still need to see one more hero on Planet Dog that picks up the pace of the game even towards something like even Dragon Knight for them, honestly. Even though it doesn't look to be so easy to play against Undying, still kind of like the idea just because it speeds up the game.
10 seconds remaining.
That's what I think they should be doing. Pressure while the Phantom
5
Lancer is weak,
seconds
especially if he
remaining.
goes for the Battle Fear build that we saw earlier today. You get stuck and you can't really do anything. Time to farm. That would be. Other than that, they could go for some more teamfight control. Bane is not completely out of the option. Very good damage against heal. You have good old OD with targets.
LOD.
Yeah, repelled OD is quite good against Phantom Lancer. It's not. He can definitely put in some hurt.
What if you ban something like the ODS Planet Dog and go for like DK yourself? Could
Yeah.
like a repel DK work alongside a Gyro here?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Oh,
what
they
I'm.
banned- never mind.
Yeah, like these are heroes that I feel are relevant to both heroes, sort of in a way. Staring down at what they want to have for hero. Planet Dog are gonna have to show cards first, so it has to be a hero that is sort of versatile. Maybe
10
why they
seconds
didn't want to pick
remaining.
DK because he has a few hard counters.
5 seconds
Really?
remaining.
You never want to get close for that first race, then you're just dead because you can't leave.
Especially with a Burrow Strike and Telekinesis. Or like
Even just SF alone, actually. Like, the races hurt so much now after the change.
like Undying comes to your lane, decays you once, leaves lane, then it's like, okay, SF is going to raise you to
Oh,
death.
they listen.
There's a Quap into a Viper. Complexity. Oh, that's a really nasty lineup. You look at that, and it's a Viper, Undying, and PL, and Sand King. So,
Yeah, I'm missing a Rasta there instead of a Rubik. that would have been top notch. But definitely, it get points for nastiness. But I love the Queen of Pain pick. Obviously, like I think it fits really well in their lineup. It is going to be a little bit unfortunate matchup, but not to the point that Queen can't get away with it.
Is it as bad as before? Because
It's not.
it's definitely changed with another toxin. rework, right?
Yeah, it's not as bad as before. It's very easy to get out of the nether as Queen of Pain. So you don't really get bothered by that. The corrosive skill is still going to be super.
10 seconds
You can't really rely on the Shadow Strike. You have to rely on your Scream of Pain.
5
So instead of the
remaining.
typical 2-1-4 build,
Yeah.
we're probably going to see a 1-1-4 build. More likely. And probably skilling ulti early. Like, skilling ulti on level 6 Queen is a good way to get a kill on Viper if you have a rotation.
Definitely.
But yeah, I must say, this is a pretty good matchup here for a first game. I'm looking forward to see what the teams can make of it.
Yeah, this seems pretty even, honestly. There's a good mix of everything here, you know, physical and magical between their cores. They've got the roaming, they've got the troll. As Mag has an Omni Knight, you know, the Mag special comes out for the off lane, but Complexity have this raw, unfettered kind of aggression about their lineup that if things get off to a good start and this Undying starts rolling through the lanes, you could definitely see Complexity start to run away with things with a Viper and a PL as their two big carries. And then once Sand King gets, you know, a potential free lane if he's put into a 1v1, the lineup definitely could fall out of tension in this match. But I guess equally you could look at Planet Dog and say exactly the same thing with Gyrocopter that is known to be one of these kind of snowball carries. He makes one rotation at level 6 or 7, gets a big cooldown, and all of a sudden that lane belongs to him.
The good old CDEC meta that was brought on by that international, yeah.
The aggressive, take enemy tier 1, smoke. It was always on the dire side, or most like well known on the dire side, then kind of run through this side of the map with a smoke, gank the mid lane.
It was very often across the entire map, like from your safe lane to the enemy safe lane, and just boom, the action is happening right now. And you bring down the enemy carry, you often got a tower just out of sheer surprise. It's funny how things like that have really kind of set the path for how Dota evolved. But yeah, over time, Dota always gets more and more complicated, right?
Yep.
The things that we saw as super complex back then is now basically
Like blocking creep waves.
not
Dude,
necessarily
in
that.
Dota
Yeah.
1, do you remember blocking creep waves with observer wards?
Yeah. Oh, that or teleporting with travels to a creep, it would stop them as well.
Yeah.
You could block a ramp.
Yeah.
I did that. Or an enemy did that against us. We had Earthshaker.
We used to have to create mechanics to abuse them.
True.
Well, what is it? 2 for 2? Bounty runes across sides.
Nice and even trade.
The two supports are Complexity pick up the bounty runes for them as the two cores Dog get the other couple, and now musical lanes begins. As
Yep, everyone is going mid 5 mid. What's happening? Look at it.
Tri-lane, quad lane, quintuple lane mid? Oh,
Actually 5 mid.
what is happening?
They are doing the full switcheroo, so they realized they did not get the pairings they wanted. Need to. They're quickly running. If you TP immediately, that's going to lead to just the enemy counter TPing, and then you still have to run. Immediately going to TP. However, the same thing to still be done. Like
With this mid-wave, Rubik and Viper outranging the Bane, Queen of Pain. Looks like they're going to do reasonably well here, but Viper, without a single CS, nice Fade Bolt does secure at least the range creep there. But I'm interested in item builds in this lane.
It's not easy to last it as a Viper anymore, honestly. In a lane where there's like multiple different heroes and you're enfeebled,
real nasty.
like the enfeeble obviously is going to make it way more difficult than it normally ever would be.
Like no one's farming in this lane.
Yeah, well, Queen is going to get farm, I think, but this is pretty funny.
Everyone's just denying, pseudo-denies coming out as well. Nice.
Yeah, the good old ruin last hit.
They just ruined the last hit, yeah. The pseudo-deny. Pseudo-last hit.
I never
never heard that.
I've never given it the credit of being a pseudo-deny. It's just a ruined last hit.
Just a ruined last. No one got it, so it's a waste. Ditchira initiated on low move. He's going to get a bit of
lot of
damage
caustics, though.
Ditchira dropping low, but this is Moose Sand King really playing this lane very well.
He knows the limits of his hero here. He knows he can stand his ground against the pressure they put, but they might just go again. He has too many caustics down already.
But yeah, I'm interested in the mid item builds. Do we see like double Wraith Band from the Viper to try and alleviate some of the issues he's had? The double null from Quap is like standard, right? Oh, Mag is in trouble. Kyle Sal from Mag is going to relieve a lot of this pressure, but Chessie
He has a heal. Should be fine.
Phantom Rush ready now, and you're right, Mag is fine.
Took a lot of damage, though. Definitely got pressured. And he doesn't have a salve, so...
Salve was forced, yeah.
Yeah, really hard to get back into this now. Of course, PL has tons of regen, so coL doing a good job just securing this lane here. He realizes that Chessie is being cured by him. Meanwhile, his brother is taking care of the other Swedish brother. It's really a beautiful story, this. Or ceases to amaze me.
Brotherly love within brotherly love.
Yeah, it's their family now.
Yeah. All assimilated, and then there's Moo.
And then
the black sheep alone on the bottom lane.
I was gonna say, and then there's Bane, who just wants to shit on everything with his people. Like,
I will ruin your lane.
Feeble, man.
What's happening top? Again, coL coming in. Body blocks are good here onto Mag. But Omni Knight relatively tanky with a stout shield.
Taking damage, though, for sure.
Like later high. Okay, for now.
Mag is not having an easy time at all.
I mean, you compare Mag to Moo, right? That's the comparison, I guess, here.
Yeah.
20 and 2 to the 5 and 0.
Yeah, Moo is dominating. He's actually just flying ahead of everyone here, getting so much done.
But then you look at the Viper and 7 and 1 Limp, not having such a great time.
Yeah, Limp is... He's gonna have some trouble. It's a hard early game for sure. But if his side lanes are going this well, there's normally an old, like, theory in Dota that if you win 2 lanes, you're gonna win the game. Because started really good on 2 lanes, and you're gonna scale with that. Which still holds true. It's not always set in stone, though.
A bit of a dance there between Moo and Milan. Who's gonna win? Who wins this battle of the wits? Looks like Milan's gonna be fine. Just keep running back and forth with a haste rune.
The patient Scorpion. You're gonna die eventually. I got you. Stinger.
Keep coming back for more. Keep applying this poison.
Surprised that he actually did pick 1 point in Sandstorm. Thought it was going to make the max caustic finale play in this game. But a little bit of utility, having that invis as well, I guess. Not sure how good it's going to be, though, because the heat-sticking or the homing missile
follows through, right?
Yeah, it still stuns you. And, of course, the Sand King or Earth Spirit doesn't care about it. Oh, they're committing.
Spirit, speaking of,
beautiful
back
kick.
Limp into the enfeeble brain sap of J4, but it should just be the right clicks of Baranya that kill. Very
like,
fire.
Please, I want to live Magic One. Very fire.
He's expending everything, like pretty much all of his resources there, just to stay alive, 2-3 seconds longer.
Yeah, well, he was trying to get to the creeps to deny himself. That was basically the dream of this little snake, but not gonna happen. Did ya raw?
Oh, flat cannon onto the camp as well. Stacked up nicely as the boulder smash from Milan. Characteristic miss. Mid lane playing onto Baranya, but...
He wasn't quite there in time. If he was there a little bit earlier, he would probably have landed it. He was stretching for that. coL dealing some CS and harassing. Value.
Get out of my jungle, Mag!
You know, Undying has an incredibly high base stamp. He hits like a truck. One of those things. It's not just the decay stealing a lot of strength. He has a third amount. So he's done a good job just protecting the peel. Ancient stacks being created by Milan.
Doesn't get entangled.
They're doing
the stack.
Doing a good job just controlling the runes right now, I feel, on the Dire. Getting the Invis rune bottled up on the Bane. It's always super important for Queens and Pucks on the lane to get rune control. That's how you scale. That's how you start ganking the lane.
Oh, is being played on here with a Fade Bolt from Z-Freak. They're going to be able to get the kill as well.
He kicked him into the freak. It was very funny.
Dear. You lose the Rubik as Milan does get the trade there. Still, nice kill on the Gyrocopter as the Sand King is starting to get really out of hand. Going for the classic Moo build there into the drums. Blink Dagger. Try and get this team off the ground for now. Complexity, great start.
And looking at the CS, you know,
god, yeah, Chessie.
Chessie has done an amazing job. He was actually behind Moo just a few minutes ago, and now he's 44 and 22. That's a lot of denies. That is a lot of denies, right? So that's that's more than a full creep wave of experience worth that he has gained himself as well, just by denying. You have to keep that in mind.
I kind of want to stop comparing Mag to Moo. Because it's more like Mag is comparable to Limp's Viper in terms of like how the lanes are set up and all of this.
Exactly, because of how they're focusing and how they're prioritizing.
Then you look at the levels, you know, Viper level 5 almost. Mag is about the same. What is he? Oh, he's just cracked level 4.
It is a struggle that we mentioned about earlier, though, that Viper has a very unnatural transition out of the laning stage. Whereas Omni Knight, it still works. Like, he can still just push side lanes, be very aggressive. Very few things can actually catch him out and kill him once he has high enough level. So the repel TP hold. So the fact that Viper gets shut down in the early game is a little bit more concerning than Omni, but he's not that shut down on Viper. He's still getting something. 22 and 9 is not hard.
Mag might be in trouble here. Has
yeah, he is. He will get a heal off, I think, but see.
For that lance to come through for the stick into heal. Jesse's still chasing though, and Mag not opting to go for a TP.
He has one more lance, but he doesn't want to dive it. A little bit disciplined. I think Jesse could have committed, but it's also a big throw if you die there. If the enemy happened to be there and you just dove.
Or a Bane TPs or...
Yeah, exactly. If the TPs come in.
Well, at the very least, he gets a completely free lane, but Burrow striking away. There was no stun, no control, no silence. Now comes through Milan.
Oh, gets the double.
Will land it onto Z-Freak in the back as well. You're damn right. Now, trying to get away the Rubik. Level 1 Rocket Barrage tickling away, but the final click from Ditira will get them the 2 kills for the price of nothing.
That's really big. That's really big for... They're doing it here.
I have difficulties with these things. It's like Animal Planet, Team World, Planet Dog, Planet World, like, Animal Dog.
Yeah.
They need to sort it out. Just make one team where you're all together.
Planet Zoo.
Planet Zoo. Planet's Planet.
Oh well. It's a good start for them to make something happen here, because laning stage has not gone the way they need to. They're ahead in kills, but looking at the gold, they're starting to crawl behind a little bit here. Gyrocopter is going to be the one they need to play around a lot. He has a lot of damage. He is the strongest hero right now on their...
Double damage coL. Playing around Mag.
Oh yeah.
With this tower down, Mag with no TP scroll.
Yeah, he's actually in trouble.
He's actually dead here, right? They just keep on chasing forward. Zombies storming in. Purification buys a little bit of time. Oh, Complexity, they've given up. Down the bottom lane, there's a fight brewing here. They're kicking off onto Moo. Nightmare into that. Nice homing missile will hold him in place. And the damage from the flat cannon. Oh, not enough as the gyro turned around on. But finally the cooldown will land on Complexity's heads. Not securing the kill on Moo, but the silence from Milan will. A nice kick across onto coL. Slows things down again as a double. A killing spree from J4 secures them not 1 but 2. Can they look for 3? coL is here alone with no TP. The dive is coming. Planet Dog, they want more.
So tanky though, but they get the magnetize on him. That could definitely do it. The TP comes in. Viper.
Little by little. coL.
Double TP out. Viper cannot stop those. And he's dead. Beautiful execution there. And one thing I wanted to mention during this that we haven't really thought about. Look at Queen. Yeah, she's level 5. She's about to hit level 6 now, but it's almost minute 10. This is quite late. Viper is level 7.25, you know. He's falling behind quite hard, and I don't know, we normally don't talk so much about being behind on Queen, because it normally doesn't happen to that extent. But I believe she very often got experience drained by Bane kind of sitting in the lane, because he's almost the same level.
Yeah.
So the dual lane has one downside, and that is the level disadvantage.
What does Queen have coming out on the curve? Boots. J4 has bought a Tome of Knowledge.
I think it's a present for the Queen.
I am inclined to agree. Oh, no, it's not.
Oh, come on, you need 1 experience. Come on, J4.
Does he literally need 1 experience?
No, he needs
13.
Yeah, 13.
Very close to 1.
Yeah, it's 1 creep. Just what it is. Oh, he's like, I need this tome.
Man.
Oh, Queen needs level 7? Nah, I need level 7.
Planet Dog, 6 kills to the good. They're looking for a tier 1 play down at bottom lane.
Well, they still want to push out and fight here so that they can form the big camp stack side there. Gyrocopter has been looking and kicking his lips about that one. Sure. He has 3 points in Black Cannon. He has his ulti. He just wants to farm that mid and attempt Euphoria, but you can't just sneak up on a Moo.
That's not happening. What does Moo have? Drums. Still a bit of a distance away as Chessie coming into mid lane as well. Let it blink away from the Viper Strike.
So they tried to do the Phantom Rush play, where he Phantom Rushes as she blinks away and just keeps chasing. That would have been neat. I would have appreciated it.
But she dodged out the Viper Strike, right?
Yeah, I believe she did.
Go away, very nicely done. Yeah. Holding on to this lane for now with the Arcane Runes spamming out spells as often as possible. Lexi really did swing in a number of people there to try and get that one kill, turn it into a tower. They all come crumbling down now. Kyle and Z-Freak both bottom, looking for maybe a clear on this stack.
They would love to. So I want to say Mag is having a similar situation here on his Omni Knight to what we saw on Ice 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 Winter Wyvern earlier, where it's like struggle, struggle, struggle on the top lane, and now I'll buy Midas.
The struggle Midas.
Yeah, not my favorite Midas.
They can't finish off Moo, a very quick TP there. Away from Dane. Rubik facing off against Milan, but DD Rune will be able to walk back battle if he so desires. Lexi, they're setting up to defend this bottom tier 1 really nicely. Again,
Drums coming down for the Jarrow.
And 4 heroes here as well from Planet. Does Omni just TP down? Queen of Pain just TP down here? Omni's already here. Cool.
Yeah, she could. She wants to shrine up first though, and I think she might have to defend mid. I don't know.
Radiant Scan connects. Turns red. Now, a missile from Z-Freak onto J4, but the cooldown already coming in, not connecting though, and with that move, a strike landing forward. You're some control here. The epicenter not going to land, but they've got the little chase onto Mag, allowing them to take down 2 of Planet Dog.
Yeah, they show up in force here. Complexity just going. They're not chasing for anything else they can get. It's the stun. Tried it. Darrow quickly realizes I cannot be bottom anymore. TP'd mid, gonna go and try to push the tower there. Tower is full HP though, so it's gonna be hard to get a trade there. The Complexity are pushing real quick for this tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get this Queen of Pain up and running. Seems to be a bit of a struggle for Planet Dog. Shit now, 3k net worth, barely ahead of the Earth Spirit. Level
That's not where you want to be.
Coming. Half the net worth of the Phantom Lancer.
A lot of the heroes are struggling a lot though. If you look at the net worth graph, I mean, so many of them are not where they want to be in this game.
No one's farming this game.
Is a, yeah. Oh, wow. Damage.
Level 2 Caustic.
But he has the Brain Sap. Is what really did it there. The stolen Brain Sap on the Rubik.
Ooh. Whoa, what's happening here? Jesse's taking a fall as J4 stands tall. Does die to the poison attack of the Viper.
Picks down in the end.
How did that all kick off?
I really see the start of that, but they have to have been going over there just try and contest the stacks. You don't want Gyrocopter to be farming. They have wards down, so they knew that he was doing it. They actually just planted the deep ward as well. Radiant. They ran over and planted.
Group warding mission and found Planet Dog all grouped together themselves.
Yeah. Well, at least they got a good kill mid, and they still have that Brain Sap level 4 on Z-Freak for a while. They should try and fight around him, because, oh, yeah, he's dead.
Moo with the Tranquil's drums, so damn quick.
You know what's also going to be quick? Blink Dagger on Rubik. Almost has it.
No way.
Yep, he does.
Gold away. Damn,
pulling it out of his pocket, you know, there it is.
And then you have Kyle on Undying. He nearly has an urn.
Yeah.
One whole urn.
Hey man, Undying players, they don't.
He'd be super happy with that.
Yep. When you have more denies than last hits, you know, you can't expect people to.
I can afford an item.
What are items? Even, you know, you have to pull your raindrops into your backpack to conserve any money that you can. That's the level of farm we're at, guys.
I don't want to get screamed once and lose my earn money.
Please don't take my drops away. Teardrop.
Fine. Well, 15.5-minute Midas. For Mag.
Jesse is quickly turning himself into a monster. He had a great laning stage thanks to Kyle, and he's really making the most out of it. He died once only. You know, he's going for the old tried and tested build. No Battle Fury. Oh, nice pickup.
Great play. All around great play by Complexity. Every single piece of the mechanism there works perfectly. Nighttime comes in, Kyle swoops forward, wards, and then retreats. Sees the Earth Spirit come in, places the tombstone to get the vision, the blink in onto the rolling boulder from the Rubik to cancel that out so there's no escape.
And that's really the key component that I think Earth Spirit was not prepared for, the fact that Rubik can blink in and catch him. Because, you know, that was the first kill that we've seen from the blink. They may have seen it or said it, but not really until someone dies to it that people start thinking, oh yeah, that.
And then a tier 2. So swift maneuver there by Complexity as they move bottom. Defend their own tier 1 as well. No momentum being gained by Planet Dog as they are the ones trying to shift themselves side to side of this map, looking for anything really, just a bit of a trap here, a tower there. But at least now they'll have time for Borania's Queen of Pain to move from being this kind of poverty quap with just a veil and a wand.
She needs
into
to get
Yule's.
involved. She needs to get involved in kills. Like, action has to happen. Because at this point, he's 60 CS at minute 17 on Queen. That is really, really low, but that's also all that he's really been doing so far. He hasn't been part of any big kills. He's been assisting in 1 kill. Queen of Pain is so powerful. I don't think I've seen a single ulti used.
No, I was just about to ask you the exact same
really
question.
Needs to get online.
Has Queen of Pain used an ulti? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Dog.
There is going to be action towards the bottom lane. Queen is first of all pushing top, but needs to TP right now.
Oh, a grip onto Sand King. Nice cancel there into the 2-man Burrow Strike. Moo is surviving with a soul rip from coL.
Queen of
Pain finally arrives though as Milan into the Ancients denies out to the neutrals, but the grip stolen by Z-Freak turns it back again. 4 for 1 is what we end up trading out as the Queen of Pain comes in for a split second to get a kill and then to get the fuck out of there because there's no chance of sticking around when Complexity looks so strong.
They have one of these situations going on, right, where they just drop too many things for the enemy to deal with. There's PL illusions everywhere. There's the Undying creating more zombies with his tombstone, and someone has to kill that tombstone. And on top of that, he's just spamming a maxed out decay on them. He actually went for the low level tombstone, which is still going to be annoying. It's still pestering. And then just spamming out the decay and has a high-level soul rip to heal up the PL, which synergizes with the illusions because that's more target. So, yeah, I like the thought of this draft and how it's working out for them. It's really, really seems quite strong.
4-second cooldown on decay is pretty damn nice as well.
Oh yeah, it's a great AoE spell for sure. Once you have that, you can just get monstrously strong. Even if you have no items on a position 5 Undying, it doesn't really matter. You're still gonna have enough HP.
Complexity get out of bottom lane. Yes, he should be able to just doppel missile and continue farming pretty nicely down in his own jungle. Planet Dog, what are they up to now? Borania, top lane. He's being closed in on though. Orange and yellow, so Sand King and Rubik. Both of them with initiation tools.
I like that he's TPing down to bottom now. He's going to be here in time for this fight, and they're trying to get the PL. That's the big kill. He gets the Fiend script, no cancel. They cannot cancel it. Yeah. That was really beautiful. In the end, they actually get them without Queen of Pain, but still, her heart was in the right place. If they canceled that.
She got involved.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful Fiend script right there. J4 just getting that long-range Fiend script. And that was before he had the talent. He's going to pick the cast range talent now, I think. And
everything will be wonderful again. Moo striking back up to the high ground. Follows Z-Freak through. Sure they get out of here. Good. But yeah, no TPs from coL, no nothing. They knew that, well, what's done is done. Just get some more action elsewhere on the map.
Yeah.
Lots of damage in onto tier 2. Playing a nice ready. Previously, of course, I'm interested to see what Z-Freak and Moo are planning to do here, because it seems they were setting up to try and catch that one hero that's farming top lane, and they're doing it again. Yeah,
they have the damage to bring down almost anyone. I don't know if they can quite burst Gyrocopter, though. 1620 is quite a bit of HP. Only level 1 aura, so even if he turns that aggressive, can't quite kill it. Milan is gonna show most like back very correctly. They knew that something was up. Still heroes top.
Or Scream. Mid lane pushed out by Limp and coL. Tier 2 dropping lower and lower as Mag, still with a lot of money saved up, heading into a Radiance. So this is going to be dead net worth for 1400 gold or so, another 2 or 3 minutes until Mag picks up that relic. And even then, you're still waiting for another plus to get the recipe.
I am so impressed by Limp and how he's managed to recover from what was pretty tough to having actually third net worth here. Quite farmed on the Viper. He's 1,000 gold behind a really farmed PL for this game. Compared to a Battle Fury free farm PL game, sure it's relative to the game, this is very impressive. Undying ulti, so good for taking Roche faster. Forget to use that, guys.
By damage.
Yeah, and always going for the hug. 20. Seems like the smoke is just a little bit too late here for Plant Dog. They're moving in towards mid, and there might... oh, chips in the dark.
Oh, J4's the one that's caught first. Is this a get the hell out of here from PD? No, they want to get the hell in. Pull down will land in onto Limp as the Queen of Pain Sonic Wave does a lot of damage and kills off coL. But they've still got Chessie up and running with a two-man bonus strike forward. Oh, it's Mag that's in trouble now. The Guardian Angel forced away, but Chessie, holding that Aegis, does have a secondary life to fall back on if he needs it. Milan blinks back out, and Z-Freak will fall there. In the end, to the Magnetize and an Urn, I guess.
Yeah, you got him with the play. Milan actually got a great positioning there and was just dealing so much damage in the backline. Free of focus from the PL. PL was just frontlining it against the Gyrocopter. So meanwhile, Milan was just having a nice playfield there on the backline, who all happened to be low HP. It was well played there. They realized their strength. Oh, Milan, can he get out? Dance, rolls. Yules.
Oh, Yules cancels out. Whose is that move? Nicely done. Milan goes for the optimistic TP, nearly gets it, but the damage is there from coL.
Yeah, could maybe have TP'd out, but he didn't realize the Viper was close enough as well. He did have a ward, but when you're fighting, you might sometimes miss it. Who's close? Nice try, though, for him. But yeah, I was about to say Plant Dog with the realization of their strength around a repelled Omni or Gyrocopter. So they repel up the Gyrocopter, and he can really just stand there. He has a lot of maximum HP, even with heal running in. He could just clear it. Oh, trying onto Chessie.
Keep going for this.
Just to turn it around. He's like, 1v3, let's go.
I've got Aegis. Yeah. Why the hell not? Oh, J4, you put yourself in harm's way? Well, feel my illusions.
Oh, wow. Down. Mag with a good old no heal.
Forest strike onto Quap, and down she goes. Planet Dog, they're being ripped apart here. Double gang gets away from the homing missile. Chessie's alive with a soul rip as well, and now the Gyrocopter's in all sorts of trouble. Chase forward. Chessie's here again with the coL moving forward. They do get the heal bomb in as Moo takes a tumble. Down goes the PL and Sand King, but Chessie is alive again. Mag turned around on here. He's going to get himself some mana. He repels up to save himself from that damage, but still... like to see the ones on the front foot.
And they're going to get the tower as well.
I mean, which one? Look at top tier 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Limp is up on the high ground, pressuring your base.
Doing so much damage here with the Viper split pushing. He is going to struggle to get out, though. Viper is not the best at running away. What is Milan actually doing? So weird.
I didn't see.
Well, he dropped a Remnant and just started spinning in circles. I thought he was griefing for him. I guess he was just aiming his kick? Curve it or something? Either way, they do get the kill, but he actually got a return kill with the Nether Toxin dropped on the ground. He gets the Gyrocopter, a massive kill with the Viper to get there in a 1v3 situation. So, a lot of time and space created by him. His PL is building in towards a heart, has 2,600 gold. His Reaver is very close now. Smoke is coming out again. They're going to probably activate the PL with the smoke as well. Go for a kill. Oh no, J4, you're in trouble.
Oh dear. Oh. Or Mag.
Or Mag, yeah. They're just gonna kill him.
Repel into death, I guess.
Or both.
Oh, both. Yeah, okay. Both is good. Both is fine.
Yep.
Very good.
PL will have, well, he will have both.
PL, now without the Roshan.
Z-Freak chasing after. That's the level 2 Sonic Wave stolen. He always manages to get his hands on. Yeah, he's, you know, you look over, it's like there wasn't really a fight or anything. It just has the level 2 ulti, okay. Which he very recently stole as well, so I guess he didn't use the spell.
Time for high ground. Top lane, Milan. Oh, he's going to just straight up die to Limp here. One more hit, flies across the map into the back of Milan. Dead for 50 with buyback. can return to this game if he needs to. But Chessie up on the high ground now. The lift from Z-Freak into the burst strike. They've caught the gyro. The damage from the Sonic Wave, not enough to kill him off. So Chessie's going to have a lot more work to do here now as Milan comes in, but the cancel immediately. Yules into the air as Chessie kept alive by his team. Magnetize keeps on flowing, but
Radiant Omni
they've
is
got to get
chasing.
in there with a boulder smash. Chessie dies, and Complexity, they've got to get out of here. They don't have their Viper ready to fight. Burrow strikes forward. They're playing aggressively into Planet Dog when they are 4v5. They don't care. They're going to try and kill. Z-Freak dies, but coL, he has no choice now. Stand your ground and die, my sir. As Planet Dog defend their tier 3.
Well, they do not care, but they probably should. That was maybe a little bit of over-aggression right there. They thought they could kill the gyrocopter, but there were so many heroes around. Nice Yules timing there by bo3 on the Queen. He actually lifted the PL while the Sand King stunned the gyrocopter, so there was no damage during the stun, which is what you always look towards. Stun burst someone, and they can't react. But nice little cancel by Queen, breaking the initiation. Then we'll probably see Complexity just respawn and try and take it a little bit slower again, get their heart. But meanwhile, Planet Dog are having none of it. They're just going right now.
Give us a tier 1.
Yeah?
Please, sir. Have some more. Just some scraps. No scraps for you. Tier 1 is still standing middle lane, 28 minutes in. Sand King is missing. J4 paranoid about this Moo rotation with Blink, Drums, and Yules.
What have we here?
Sure.
Complexity, they can get back up on their horse in a minute.
Man, look at the gyrocopter. He's actually very close to a full butterfly. That's going to be a big timing because the PL is building hearts, so he's not going for an MKB yet. He probably will make a MKB next item, but at least the gyrocopter is going to be quite tanky when he has the repel on him. You can't really strike him down, so good timing. Fortunately, repel has a very long downtime. Only 7 seconds duration, 18 seconds cooldown, so 11 seconds there that you have to somehow not die. Can be a tall order.
Mag going for a late game build. Radiant, Shiver's Guard,
Yeah.
aiming for the big item.
Well, they're big functional items against the PL for sure. It's first of all, you have some mischance onto every single illusion if you go in with the Omni, and then you add some minus attack speed alongside that, and you're taking away a lot of the DPS from this. What's going to be a heart PL. It'll be quite effective, and I think Planet Dog, they're making a comeback here. Actually, they were in a very big dip, but they're starting to have more impact. I do not really know about the fact that they're queuing up.
I noticed the Queen of Pain was heading well.
Yeah, I think one of them changed their mind. Probably just go for something like Lotus Orb even on Omni Knight.
Well, Chessie
Okay, Chessie.
is back to the tier 3 again.
Chessie is angry at the tower.
Yeah, he wants this tower to die. Omni Knight will arrive. Send Complexity back a little bit here. TP from Limp up towards top. They're really focused on not giving any kind of tier 1 pressure on mid or top away to PD.
Yeah.
Really defending very, very staunchly on the towers. Radiant Observer Ward, what's their vision like? Looking pretty good over in this dive jungle.
Could be some damage here. Send in illusions. Already ulti from Gyro coming out defensively.
coL has no vision in this side of the map, so it feels like either they need to get out, get some down.
Especially when they already made that overstep. You'll see a lot in teams that, oh, mid, trying with the ulti.
Hello, who have they caught? Oh, it's the Queen of Pain. Nice Yules. Has a blink as well. The boulder smash flies forward. Might buy enough time here for Briny to get away, and it will indeed.
A little bit uncharacteristic by Z-Freak. Normally, he doesn't really fail at the chaining combinations, but he could have... I think maybe he had a little bit of cooldown still from lift on bot lane. Could have been what was stopping him there from lifting the Queen.
PL illusions. Only illusions here. For the help of Milan clear through them, but look at Complexity. Waiting on this high ground. He will send the creep waves back. Phantom rush
And the
forward
heart
to Barania. Full heart is done, you're right. Look at that. All ready. As Limp is the one pushing top lane, so the split pushing Viper getting the job done up at top, forcing Planet Dog to actually maneuver themselves away from mid, not take the fight that they were set up for. Maybe just force Complexity to...
He's basically getting the tier 3 tower right now if someone doesn't come and defend this right now. Say what you want about this Viper. He may not have any feet, but he has 2 boots. Those travels, dude.
Speedy little devil as well. Look at him go.
Look at him. He's out. Wait, what?
This team is coming.
Yeah.
They want to continue this pressure. Tier 3 top, now into Tier 3 middle. Illusions damage, not really significant, but changes.
Well, they're getting it slowly though, slowly and steadily. The benefit of the illusion push is that it's very, very safe to commit, right? And it shouldn't be super powerful the way it used to be, because that was just dumb. Very happy to see illusions being weak nowadays. Also, he hasn't built too much damage yet. He only has the differ and the himself. He needs... Well, MQB is probably still the choice. The attack speed is quite valuable now.
Do you think he could go for the Bloodthorn build, like Bloodthorn Nullifier, or we'll come back in a second. Potentially this fight is kicking off. Planet Dog, they're in very deep here, trying to break the ranks of complexity, but the Phantom Lancers managed to dodge and evade all of his initiations, and now the solo Sonic Wave onto coL, and coL alone means the Undying has died, but the chase is on. The silence now over on Chessie. Z-Freak tries to save his mate, does get the telekinesis back onto Ditchira, but the Phantom Lancer in all sorts of trouble. A Burrow Strike from Moo, Doppelganger now, Chessie sprinting away back to the shrine, heal him up, keep him alive. Can you do it? Chessie surviving somehow, but he will finally die. It is now down to Moo to turn it back onto Ditchira, but the repel is there. Burrow Strike Epicenter do nothing, and Limp struggling to dish the damage out. The Nightmare saved, but J4 unable to keep his mate alive. Ditchira does finally die. In fact, Wagamama, everyone's dying. No one's surviving. Boranya will get away. The Queen of Pain escapes for now, but look who's chasing. Moo's running forward. Burrow Strike in, and with Limp's damage, maybe enough, but no.
I don't know. She's not safe yet. He has the use.
Oh, Boranya. Cancelled again. Limp needs a couple of hits, but the blink down up to the northeast. Just keep on chasing. It's relentless. It does not cease. Complexity. They finally run them down. What was that all in all?
I feel like I need to watch that fight 3 times to really appreciate everything that happened.
I didn't even notice. Undying bought back and died again.
coL with a sneaky buyback feed, and he's here again. Look, he's here and pushing. Look, it's like nothing even happened.
There was 26,000 damage done in that fight, and the gold exchange was like a 100 difference between the two. But racks are being pressured. 5% king up on the front lines. Nightmare there from J4, but Melee falling quickly as Mag runs forward to try and again break this line, this aggression from coL, but it's too little too late.
Yeah, they get out cleanly by the looks of it. Nothing really that can stop them here, and that was a buyback forced as well. So that's quite costly that Mag does not have it anymore. He has to play quite careful, and that sets him back. He has his Midas, has his Radiance, but that's it. At 34 minutes, that's not really impressive. Oh, he did actually send out a hood. Okay. I didn't see that he sneakily bought a hood in between.
As you were talking, he literally...
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, this does mean that Roshan goes the way of complexity. Aegis and Cheese in their hands. See which way around they decide to put this.
Still Aegis on PL. I feel like that choice is so weird when you have like that much HP. You have plenty of time to use the Cheese. In my mind, I feel like that's the way. The one reasoning that you could want the Aegis on PL for is that you want him to walk up on the high ground and attack the building. That's the justification I can see in.
And if there is that, potential chance that Bean's Grip doesn't get cancelled, if you've used all of your stuns somehow in a team fight. Yeah, sure. That if he gets, gripped and silenced, then maybe. They're definitely the super safe play, right?
He has an item that I really like now, purchased on the PL. This is a really good activation item where you're super strong right now, but what you need to do is catch these heroes that are sometimes quite elusive. You have a super fast gyrocopter, you have a blink, Queen of Pain, the Omni who slows you down anytime you get close to him. But now you can blink initiate.
Me anti-mage.
Yep, basically. For all intents and purposes, this is anti-mage now.
Chessie, he wants to take down some more buildings. Angry at the structures in the Dire base. Creep wave arriving. Slower than really the Phantom Lancer would have liked, but they get damaging onto this melee racks. But look at this PD lineup. You're absolutely right. They will try and catch the Viper first with the stun silence combo and the cooldown. In fact, everything's thrown in, but Limp gets the cheese off. They've only taken down coL. J4 ripped apart. Chessie finds his target and brings him down now. Where is it? Z-Freak, he lines it up. He gets it done. In onto Mag's Omni Knight. Lifted up as well immediately after with no buyback available. That is Mag down without casting a single bloody spell. Milan chased to the ends of the world as Chessie with a triple kill now looks for the melee racks. Both mid and top.
How does he do it? How does this man do it?
Ungodly plays from the Rubik.
He just hides away so nicely, manages to just barely survive, and then, you know, casually steals the Fiend script in the dying moment of the Bane. Oh, the gyrocopter trying as he may to defend his base here, but it is all moot. It's dead.
It is GG. Game 1 of this best of 3 goes to Complexity.
Yeah, that was quite the showing. I definitely like what Complexity did in the mid game here, and also in the laning stage, they played it quite smart. They protected their PL, knowing that he's gonna matter a lot. He had a tough matchup going up against the Omni Knight, but they also